What's going on, webheads, and welcome to day 9 of Spider-Pop's 25 Days of Christmas, Season 4. And today is gonna be a very exciting video. It has been highly anticipated, at least for me. Almost 2 years ago now, Miss Spider-Pops and I did find wicked whiptastic Spider-Man Waffle Makers. That's right, Spider-Man Waffle Makers. You can make your waffles like Spider-Man. Spider-Man! Absolutely webtastic. Probably the most webtastic and balanced way you can start out your day. But my favorite of the waffle makers is actually going to be this Spider-Man Chibi Waffle Maker. Because as you can see, it is a perfect little waffle maker. It does make basically your own homemade Eggo waffles right here. But instead of regular Eggo waffles, they're Spider-Man Eggo waffles. Now that's top notch. But for today's video, we do actually have a whole bunch of interesting and webtastic food items that we are going to use to answer the age-old question. Will it Spidey-Waffle? So it is going to be a wicked webtastic video today. We're going to be waffling a few really kind of weird and interesting things to see if they are going to be a successful Spidey Waffle in the Spider-Man Waffle Maker. So it's just going to be a wicked waffle-tastic 25 Days of Christmas video that you definitely don't want to miss out on. So make sure you guys stick around till the end. Alright, and like I said, we do have actually 5 items that we are going to be trying to waffle today. We're going to hand it over to our guy in the waffle studio. For our first waffle, this one is actually going to be a classic. Now, if you guys are ever living on a budget, this is a must-have for your household. And the food item we are actually talking about is ramen noodles. Will it Spidey-Waffle? Alright, the first waffle request from the Spider-Pops in the chair. Ramen noodles. Alright, so we gotta... Don't want to put too much ramen noodles on here. Might actually have enough ramen noodles here to make 2 Spidey waffles, but we'll just have to see once we get this first noodle to stick. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. Miss Spider-Pops has informed us that that is too much noodles. So let's take the noodles down a notch. We're gonna take a couple more noodles for luck, and let's see if it's Spidey waffles. All right, it's been a few minutes. Let's see how this Spidey waffle's doing. Ooh, crispy. So now I'm gonna try to get it off as smoothly as possible. Flip it over. Oh, I didn't flip it. I didn't flip it. SpongeBob would be disappointed. Flip it. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Flip it, and let's see. All right. So first impressions. It's a waffle. Not entirely sure if we could consider that a Spidey waffle, though. But who knows? Maybe it'll taste good. Nice ramen noodles, all right. Nice ramen noodles. What do you think, Miss Spider-Pops?
That's really good. It tastes like a ramen noodle hamburger.
You heard it here first. It tastes like a ramen noodle hamburger from Miss Spider-Pops. Just not quite a Spidey waffle. So, for the question, will a Spidey waffle? I'm going to have to say no. Let's see what the Spider-Pops in the chair has for us next. And for our next one, we are actually getting into the holiday spirit. Because next up, we got Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes. Will it Spidey waffle? Looks like we're waffling Christmas trees now.
I'm really gonna have to swoosh.
Right. Yep, we're gonna place it down nice and evenly. You can see the frosting's already melting right onto the actual waffle iron. Let's see if it's Spidey waffles. Oh goodness.
Oh, it isn't oozing. Oh.
Oh goodness. All right. We'll find out in a couple minutes. We've been sitting here a couple minutes, waiting for this thing to cook. And I think it's time to find out if this little Debbie Christmas tree Spidey-Waffled. Moment of truth. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys can't see it right there. It looks pretty gross right there, but let me take you guys right on top. That's a waffle right there. That is 100% a waffle. It does look like a Christmas tree waffle at the moment, but when we flip this over, I have some high hopes this is gonna be a spectacular holiday Spidey-Waffle. I gotta be extra careful not to burn myself here. Oh goodness. Oh, that's all frosting right there. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, so maybe the only part that actually waffled is the actual cake on the inside, but let's see. We're gonna flip it over. Let's see if we got a Spider-Man Christmas tree waffle. Oh my goodness. It waffled. That is a Spider-Man face right there. Looks a little gross, but that's not the point. That is a Spider-Man waffle.
It smells really good.
It smells pretty good. Now we just got one more test. If I'm being honest, that is by far the sweetest waffle that I've ever eaten, being how it isn't Hostess Christmas tree cake, but the flavor profiles are actually not too bad. If you're really in to Hostess cakes, this actually is not a bad use of the waffle maker. As you guys can see on the back, it looks a little bit more appetizing than the front because we do have a little bit of the sprinkles that did stay on there, but right there, that is a Spidey-Waffle. Quite possibly the most successful Spidey-Waffle that we've Spidey-Waffled in this whole video. So it does Spidey-Waffle. So next up, this one is going to be a little bit more similar to the ramen noodles. Today we actually do have another timeless classic for kids all around the country. I'm sure everyone grew up eating this box food at least once or twice in their life. But the next thing is Croft Mac and Cheese Dinner. Will it Spidey-Waffle? Alright, you heard it. Looks like the next one's gonna be mac and cheese for Will It Spidey-Waffle. Sounds like a Miss Spider Pop's request. And for today we are going with the classic Croft mac and cheese. Very fancy and intricate in the mac and cheese world, so you know we gotta go with the best of the best. Here on the Spider Pops channel, definitely not for budgetary concerns, but we do have some Kraft mac and cheese, and we will find out if it's gonna Spidey-Waffle in just a few minutes. I think it's time. Let's see. Oh yeah, those are some crispy mac-y cheesies.
Look at the imprint. It's like the waffle imprint.
That's a promising sign. Let's find out if this mac and cheese Spidey-Waffles.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
As you guys can see right there, honestly, we'll have to see from a taste test really quick, but for right now, I think this may count as a Spidey-Waffle. You can see we do have both of the eyes right there from the waffle maker, so that's some Spidey mac and cheese, if I've ever seen some. Oh yeah, that's a Spider-Man eye right there. I'm gonna eat right on the eye. That is far from the worst Kraft mac and cheese that I've ever had. So I'd say if you have a box of Kraft mac and cheese in your pantry right now and a Spider-Man waffle maker, go out there and Spidey-Waffle it, because this mac and cheese Spidey-Waffles. 2 in a row? I didn't think we were gonna get 2 in a row, but we got 2 in a row. The mac and cheese did in fact Spidey-Waffle. I believe if we did leave it on there for a little bit longer, it would have Spidey-Waffled a little bit better, but as you guys saw right there, there was actually Spider-Man detail in the mac and cheese. So, in my opinion, I believe that's Spidey-Waffled, and I do believe that that's probably the best one we have Spidey waffled so far, because it did taste pretty good as well. It was not a bad way to eat Croft mac and cheese at all, but Croft mac and cheese does Spidey waffle. Alright, and then these next two are a little bit controversial. Starting off with this one right here. Every child in the world has had at least one of these cans roll through their doggy door at least once in their life, after their parents have told them at the store that they can't get that specific can of food. Today we will find out, Chef Boyardee, will it Spidey Waffle? You heard it from the Spider Pops in the chair, quite possibly the most questionable choice in today's Will It Spidey Waffle video, but we do have Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. Alright, now this was a childhood favorite of mine. When I was growing up, this was by far my favorite Chef Boyardee that I could have got from the store. Whenever I wasn't able to get Chef Boyardee, this was the one that literally jumped off of the shelf and rolled off all the way down the interstate, right through the doggy door and into my house. So, we're gonna see really quick. I do have some high hopes for this one, but also am not very optimistic that this will Spidey waffle, but let's give it a shot. Chef Boyardee, spaghetti and meatballs, will it Spidey waffle? Alright, don't want to put too much down, want to make sure to get at least a meatball on there. You can already hear the sizzling, and I think that should be enough of the Chef Boyardee. Now let's let it cook for a couple minutes, and let's see how it goes. Let's see how well the Chef Boyardee is waffling. Oh. Alright. It's been a few minutes, and I think we might just have to pull the plug on this one. I do not think Chef Boyardee Spidey waffles. You can see we got a meatball there, a little bit of a Spider-Man eye right there, but I don't know if that was supposed to be a Spider-Man eye, so can't necessarily count that as a Spidey waffle, but Chef Boyardee, will it Spidey waffle? I'm gonna have to say no. Alright. Definitely the least successful one so far. And this brings us to our final Spidey waffle of the day. This one goes out to all of you webheads out there that aren't you when you're hungry. Snickers. Will it Spidey waffle?
Snickers satisfies.
Alright, I'm guessing a lot of you aren't you when you're hungry if we're doing this one next. But up next, from the Spider Pops in the chair, we do have Snickers. Will it satisfy? I mean, will it Spidey waffle? Let's do this. Oh my goodness. And with quite possibly the worst one to do, you can see it's already coming out of the side. I forgot the non-stick spray. Oh my goodness. Honestly, that's pretty impressive. It does look like the Snickers have somewhat Spidey waffled. As you can see, that's a lot different from the two Snickers that we put in there a little bit ago. You can see the Waffle Maker, like I said, just looks absolutely diabolical right now. This looks like something straight out of a horror movie, but we'll see if Snickers Spidey waffle. Let's see if we can remove this Spidey waffle without deforming the Spidey waffle. All right. So, as you guys can see right there,
that's disgusting!
I guess that answers the question. Snickers may satisfy, but Snickers do not Spidey waffle. Such a shame. Alright, I really had a lot higher hopes for that one. We did plan that one out for the finale, but it's okay. Now we know. Now we know. If you guys take Snickers, you're just supposed to eat those normally. Don't put those in your waffle iron. And that's it That's all 5 of our items. We have found out if they Spidey-Waffle or not. 2 out of 5 items did Spidey-Waffle, the mac and cheese and the Little Debbie Christmas tree cake. But all in all, not a good ratio, so we might have to make a part 2 of this video at some point in the future. Make sure to comment down below if you'd like us to make a part 2 continuing our Spidey-Waffle. But with that being said, those are all of the waffles that we have to go over for today's 25 Days of Christmas Day 9 video. So I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Any kids out there watching today's video, make sure if you do decide to Spidey-Waffle anything, that you do have parents' permission and supervision before you Spidey-Waffle a single thing in your house. But with all that being said, that is going to do it for today's Day 9 video of Spider Pop's 25 Days of Christmas. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button with bell notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of our future webtastic content. And we'll see you guys all bright and early for tomorrow's very special Day 10 Spider Pop's 25 Days of Christmas video. So make sure you guys are staying safe out there, staying frosty, and having fun, of course. Have an amazing rest of your day, webheads. Bye-bye.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Okay. Initial reactions is pretty hot, but also pretty crispy at the same time.